developed by both USA Boxing and the United States Olympic Committee is in use tonight. In effect, each of the judges has a red button and a blue button, and when they see a scoring blow, they press the button which is appropriate for the boxer that scored the blow. Now, if 3 of the 5 judges press a button within 1 second of each other, that goes into the computer as a registered scoring blow. It's tabulated, and the sum total comes up, and the boxer who's literally scored the most scoring blows in this bout wins.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 5th.
Sam Nofer and Van Stokes back at the Foxwood Resort Casino in Ledyard, Connecticut. Team USA versus Team Cuba in this wonderful competition that dates back to 1977. And we're set for the featherweights. On your left, Mario Cesar fighting for Cuba, and his opponent, 19-year-old Frankie Carmona for Team USA. These are 125-pounders. Carmona ranked #1 in the USA, while Cesar began his boxing in 1987. You can see the difference in their age. Cesar is 4 years older, has a 3-inch height advantage, and Carmona, still a high school senior in Los Angeles, California, being brought together here for round #1 by our referee. And we're back now to Omar Rivera, the Cuban referee, handling this bout. This is bout number 5 on the night. Checking with all the judges to see that they're in place for this electronic scoring system. Everybody ready to go, with the Cubans now starting to assert their dominance, leading 3 bouts to 1. Here we go.
This is going to be an interesting bout for Frank Carmona as he continues to grow accustomed to the international arena. At times it can be a bit confusing to these boxers who have boxed so much in the United States to walk in and face not only international boxers, but international boxers of such a caliber as this.
Carmona really needs to be watched early in the bout because he's a young man of very fragile confidence. He, in fact, lost 15 of his first 25 amateur bouts. Wasn't focused or disciplined by his own admission. Now feels that he has the focus and discipline necessary to become a good boxer, but his confidence is fragile, Van, and I think the first round will be a telling tale. If he can hold his own, feel good about himself, he can go on and make it competitive. If Cesar becomes very assertive here, it could be a long night for Mr. Carmona.
Well, they say that that heart is awful important. Enthusiasm is important in life, but enthusiasm only makes a difference when the skill is equal, Sam. When the skill's not equal, I mean, after a while, you got to be able to know something and do something. And Carmona certainly has that opportunity at hand right now. He's a very hard worker, very methodical, very smart in the ring. He has the capability to recognize the strengths of Mario Cesar. So we'll see now if he can put it all together and do that.
Cesar is a silver medalist in the recent Cuban National Championships. Been a member of the Cuban national team since 1990. Has a wealth of international experience.
Now Carmona is coming around to where he needs to be. I believe he spent the first minute in this round just assessing his opponent and then launched an attack and a stalking maneuver, if you will, against Cesar.
Frank, come on.
He needs to keep that up. You can hear the coaches telling him, keep on coming, Frank, keep coming.
1 minute to go in the opening round. These Cuban boxers look to be, for the most part, considerably taller than their American counterparts. It's because they are. 3 inches difference here.
Carmona just took a shot to the head and then one to the body, and as he did that, his gloves came down. That opens him up, of course, and he's got to recover a little bit quicker. Cesar landing the shots not quite at will, but very effectively against the head of Carmona.
And watch his footwork too, Van. He really glides on his feet. 30 seconds to go in the round. Letting Carmona get away with a lot of things here in the opening round. He has not pressed Carmona at all.
Sam, have you noticed that the Cuban boxers work very hard to stay out of the corners? They box out in the middle of the ring. That's where they can do their thing.
End of round number 1. Frankie Carmona still there.
The first round was not without action on the part of both boxers. Cesar working the body, coming in underneath. And a big miss by Frank Carmona, but he seems to recover very well. Cesar, though, stays the aggressor and then moves out smartly.
If they give you the inside, when they give you the inside, you got to take it. Because he's not going to give you no more. Okay? When they give you the inside, you take it. Okay? Earn that inside and get it. Huh? Good first round, but we got to do a lot better. Huh?
And remember first, no wait.
Stay in the inside. Stay in the inside.
Round, Frank.
Stay in the inside.
Bell in round number 2, Jesse Ravello, one of the U.S. coaches, just imploring Carmona to take the inside, go in there and just take it. And that's where Carmona's going to have to work, because Cesar is just going to stay away from him on the outside. And Frankie's going to have to cut the ring on him.
And that's good. Here in the very opening seconds of the second round, Carmona is starting to do that just a little bit. He fell off that mark, though, in round 1. Carmona needs to get in and work between the punches of Mario Cesar, cut that distance down, as we said earlier, close up the spaces, and try to focus on breaking the rhythm. You talked about the footwork of Mario Cesar, and that's all part of that fluid movement, that rhythm, if you will, Sam, that they have.
Good right hand by Carmona. Now he's starting to disrupt Cesar's rhythm a little bit. Because Mario was just gliding on the outside with no interruption to his movement. And now Frankie's trying to cut the ring off on him a little bit, stay inside as we go under 2 minutes. This is the second round, scheduled for 3. I think this is a guy Carmona can take, Bandit.
I do too, Sam. But he